50 Shades of Grey.
I don't what? What's up, everybody? We're back again.
Never wear
Why'd
t-shirts.
you do that to us? Don't do that.
It's episode 185 of the Dadbod got. Dadbod.
You want me to take this over since you screwed it up so bad?
All right, it's Friday and we're off the rails already.
Nate, did you see the opening for Wednesday?
I listened to the first minute because Kyle's just a piece of work. I won't start name calling yet. And he's like, good morning, good afternoon. I suck at this intro. I have no personality when I do it, so I'm just not going to. Anyway, let's get on to the rest of the show.
I wanted to get that out of the way. I want to throw that out there.
I
Thank you, guys.
I had to do it.
That bait.
I had to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said what I said. I said what I said. But tonight's episode is brought to you by betonline.ag, the number one sports betting website in the country. NBA finals are set. They're about to tip off, not kick off. So get your bets in, get your account set up, use coupon code BLEAV, get a 50% welcome bonus, BLEAV, give them $100. They're going to give you 50 back to play with, bet on the conference finals, bet on Australian rugby, anything. I mean, you literally bet on anything and play in the casino. It's a lot of fun. Bet online. It's where the game starts. Gentlemen, it's Friday. Nate missed Wednesday. And breaking news happened as we were recording, and we haven't really got to dive into it. And it's time to dive into it. It's time to pick it apart. It's time to possibly even fight over this, because this is a big deal. No matter how you want to slice it, this is a big deal. The Liv Tour finally has announced the golfers that are committed. 42 out of 48 golfers are committed for the first event in London, and headlining the group is Dustin Johnson. Let's just go ahead. How do we, after we've had time to get over the shock, how do we initially feel about it? Dustin
I love
Johnson is done. And if Jay Monahan has any nuts, like he said, he put it out there.
He doesn't.
It's
already rumored that they're going to take a suspension in the middle of the summer, like when the downtime is. He doesn't have any nuts.
We'll see. That I've seen nothing substantiated other than that tweet that you sent us. So I don't know that even that's even the thing yet. But let's just how do we feel about it? Ben says good. Nate,
I think DJ and the entire Live Tour is a joke, and
they are independent contractors. And if somebody came and gave you $125 million to jump over to another car dealership, if you stay, you are stupid. You need to go. That's how that works.
At the rest of the list. Look at the rest of the list.
I'm about me. I ain't about the rest of this. This is an individual sport.
Plus washed up, plus no name.
And Tyler.
Okay.
You sound like Rory.
And my good friend, business partner, and longtime mentor, Tyler Gucci Gooch.
Yep.
You think, though, that
sound like Rory, because Rory said that today. He goes, Phil looks kind of weak. Well, then go play, wimp.
Did DJ
you know what's weak? Your Friday and Saturday game.
Oh,
that's what's weak.
Oh, jeez. Ouch. Ouch.
You showing up on a weekend. That's weak.
Yeah. You know what's weak, Rory? Being so good, but not doing things so good.
Yeah.
That's
what's weak. You leading a tournament and finishing 25th. That's weak.
God.
In a major, you also know what's weak is ignoring all the autographs and the interviews, because now all of a sudden you're just a pompous little prick.
Yeah,
that's weak.
That's pretty weak too. That's pretty weak too.
Hey, real quick, who's your new guy going to be?
I'm still with Rory. We're still together. I'm just.
I'm
texting some other ones.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I reactivated the Tinder.
Kyle has got them hoes in different area codes. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, he's got to do something. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
No, back on the Live Tour. So, do we think this is we're talking about, do we think this is a good thing? Do we think it's a bad thing? Ben likes it. Nate hates it. I don't really care, because I don't think this thing can make money. So my whole stance has been, I don't think this tour can make money.
I don't care if it makes money. I just care if the players make money.
That's what.
And
let me finish.
If they make money.
Let me finish. I don't think you can a business model that gives out $125 million to a player, $6 million to amateurs, and the ungodly amounts of other money that they're giving to people. I don't see how they make money. How do they make money?
An oxymoron?
I do, because I gassed up my truck for $100. I know exactly how they're making money right now.
They make money. That's not off the golf though. That's off.
They're like, hey DJ, you got to fill up your tank 3 times a week, buddy. And we'll call it.
Like, it's not going to make any money. It's going to go out of business in 2 or 3 seasons. Like, and then DJ can go do maybe better stuff with 100.
Oh, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Like, I understand that it's not going to be a long-term deal.
Let's revisit something you said earlier. How do you be an amateur and also get $6 million? Like,
they're not an amateur anymore.
That's kind of like, hey, my wife's pregnant and I'm a virgin. That just they're mutually exclusive. You know?
It's only happened once that we know of.
If you would have listened to more than the initial part of
historical account,
if they're a collegiate amateur, they can get that in NIL money.
I don't think you can. I think
sponsored by an oil rig.
Look, that's speculation. There are the top amateurs right now have been paid $6 million and $250 and then offered $250,000 per start. So if you play all four, that's $8 million for the top amateurs.
I'm in.
I would like to make a point.
Okay.
You've got DJ, who is a huge name. Sergio, very big name. Lee Westwood. I think Graham McDowell. They're still big names.
They're still names. People know in the golf world. You say those names, they know.
Right.
Take out whether they win or not. Like Nate said, just the name.
There's all this money, and there's this independent contractors. And if you go the other car lot, you make more money, and you're stupid not to. Why is every Billy Bob Thornton, every single guy in the top 100 not tripping over themselves to get over it? Get in it. Where are the rest of these guys? What's the catch? These guys just don't want money. They hate money. They're minimalists. What is the catch that you've got 5 recognizable names and the rest are dudes that you have never, ever heard of?
Because we said
or they are washed up as hell.
Nate, we said it. It's going to be the fringe guys, because the guys that have Tiger's not going to go. He's a $1 billion athlete.
I'm not talking about Tiger.
About like Justin Thomas.
But even Justin Thomas,
or Justin Rose. Or who's number 30?
They're
How about
already
Matt Kuchar?
How
about Sam Burns?
Because they're already $umpteen million athletes.
So there's no Dustin Johnson.
I know, but the thing is he's not a guy.
Are we talking $umpteen million? Or are we talking $50 million?
Hudson Swafford.
The guy who makes the leading money winner on tour makes, what do we say, anywhere between 10 to 15 million, and if he wins the FedEx Cup, he gets another 15 million.
Yeah,
somewhere I think it's like 8 million. Typically, is 7 to 8 million is the lead, and then you add another 15 for whatever. So
anywhere between 25 to 30 million if you are the guy who makes more money than anybody else, and there's an amateur making 6 million across the pond. What the hell are you doing? What's the catch?
What's
the catch, boys?
There is. I mean, the
amateur needs the 6 million. The guy that's already got.
They don't give a rat's ass who needs it.
You're missing the question.
This is not socialism.
You're missing the question he's asking. Why? This is more money. DJ just doubled his career earnings in one check.
Yes.
Why isn't everybody going over there? That's the question.
I know there's not 125 million on the table for everybody, but Harold Varner goes over there. He probably makes 35, 40 million.
I think the question is exactly what you tweeted, Kyle, is the fact that people are having a moral dilemma with it. But the end of the day, they're wearing Nike shoes. They're playing with clubs that are made overseas that are made by dollar workers. They are taking money from sponsors that have
iPhones, man.
People that are people
tweeting
that are
about it on iPhones.
Exactly. Like, that's the thing is where do you draw the line when they sit there and they're like the Saudi League because they hate women and they hate this and they hate that and they hate that. And it's like, hey, tell that to the guy that is wearing the Nike Air Jordans on the course that are made by the dollar workers overseas.
By Uyghur slaves in China. I mean,
come on.
You're also tweeting it from a platform that's owned by a guy who hates everything that you stand for, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, depends on who owns it right now.
Well, I'm assuming that Elon owns it. I was making a reference to Elon. Maybe he doesn't own it yet, but he's about to.
Yeah.
And then all of your little
I find that
kicked off.
I find that odd that the Brandel Chamblees of the world, they need to take out the whole morality thing, the whole, because of their moral compass. Okay. And I will say this and get a lot of flack for it because a lot of people, Colin Cowherd said it years ago. There are plenty of times where he would sit on a plane with a guy that just got done doing an interview that was all about, mama, Jesus, apple pie, and my wife. And then he was taking a hooker home with him as soon as the plane landed somewhere else. Like, quit I'm not saying all of them are bad. I'm just saying, don't sit there and give me the holier than thou speech. Like, I can't play in this because I'm holier than thou. And then all of a sudden you're wearing Nike shoes. This is
something else. This is something else that really quick that you have to understand. Like, DJ taking the money and playing. This is what I'm trying to say. Does not make them any more money. Like, it can't make them any more. Like, they're at the infinity of rich. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I get it if you say my actions are helping a person climb up the ranks, and while he's climbing up the ranks, he's doing all these terrible things.
Right.
Like, they're at the peak. They have like just money that they just can light on fire. Like, DJ could play every year on a unicycle, shirtless, hitting balls off alligators, like whatever he wanted to do.
That's phenomenal.
He cannot make them more money. So, like, they're just giving him. I don't see it as,
but
they're
Kyle,
trying
he
to
does
paint
make
it
him more money.
It does.
He does. No, he does, because they do those Dubai tournaments, and that's the whole reason they pay Tiger $8 million, and they pay
don't
DJ
make money.
$6 million.
But I'm saying, like, they don't make more money off of it. Like, it.
How do you know that? Have you seen the financial state? How do you know that they don't make more money?
You're saying that the total payouts are what, probably $300 million? There's no way they can clear $300 million off this thing. But is it a
we don't know what
they're charging
their
them,
sponsors,
or is
though.
it just a, hey, we've got a spare $1 billion, let's just screw around with a golf tour?
Yeah, I think that's
probably
what I really think that's what they're doing.
$1 billion here, $1 billion there. Sooner or later, it turns into real money.
Oh, it's probably a combination of money laundering / I still say the reason this tour has done this for years, where they brought players over and paid them a ton of money on a weak field, where the Tigers and the Brysons and the Rorys win the Dubai Classic or whatever they call it, because they're giving them $8 million to show up. And then basically it makes even more money when they win. I don't know what they're charging their sponsors. I'm just saying, as a business-minded person, they're probably making some money somewhere doing something that we haven't heard of.
I just don't think the point is, if you're doing something that is helping an evil person ascend, you know what? Maybe we can have a conversation there. There is no further that they can ascend. There is no further that they can ascend. So what good can DJ do with $125 million? He can pay taxes on it. Which in theory can go to things that will help others. He can do, I'm sure he has some type of foundation, something somewhere he can put money. Like, you're taking money that you can do good things with. I just don't see, I don't see the parallel where they're trying to make it act like this golf tour is helping to strengthen the Saudi regime. That to me, this seems like dudes just laughing and throwing money out there. I don't know.
Okay, we got it. We can't use that. We're gonna get taxes. I mean,
I'm just saying. Look, I'm just using that.
Yeah, he's not getting taxed on that.
What?
Okay.
He made an independent contractor. They're giving him a 1099 at the end of the year.
They're not.
They're
1099. 1099
overseas. Yep, they're just 1099 them.
It's got to go somewhere, Ben.
When
it's going to get taxed somewhere.
TurboTax, and they say, if you get any income in other states, they'll be like, yeah, Saudi Arabia. But anyway, all that to say, hey, do you guys think Dustin Johnson does his own taxes?
No.
I don't think he could. Even if he made like 40
grand
a year.
I think Wayne Gretzky's lawyers do his taxes for him.
Anyway, there's a missing piece.
I told you, and we mentioned
because
this
it's clearly not all about the money. Because if it was all about the money, then why would not all of these guys go? The players own it. That's what I've been trying to say, is that if the top 48 in the world take up those 48 spots, the PGA Tour is on their knees. They're done. That's it. They've taken all of their power. But one really good dude and a few washed up dudes and a bunch of guys whose names you can't pronounce are on a tour with millions and millions of dollars. Someone has to explain this to me. What am I missing? What am I missing?
Kyle, we talked about it a little bit on the last pod. Here's my theory on this, the whole DJ thing. My theory is, now that he's married in the Gretzky family, that is very well known in the athletic world. I know that it's hockey, but I don't care. Everybody knows who Wayne Gretzky is. I think that DJ's lawyers, Gretzky's lawyers got together and was like, you know what? F them. We're going to call their bluff. If the PGA Tour says that they can't, or they're going to kick you off for doing this independent contract work, we have read enough to say they can't do that.
Here.
And I think DJ has taken advantage of that opportunity, and give him credit for everybody that calls him dumb. He's the smartest guy on tour right now as far as getting money wise, because if they got to let him back on, they got nowhere to hang their hat. It's like, well,
I don't think that's what Nate's asking. That's not what Nate's asking. All right. So what are we missing? Why are the top 48 in the world not racing over and to the money? And I think that for whatever reason, and it makes total sense now.
I told you it's moral. It's a moral dilemma.
I don't think it has anything to do with moral. I don't think it's a moral thing. I don't think it's a moral thing. I think it is for the guy that's grown up in golf, the PGA Tour part means more to them, to be a member of the PGA Tour, to win PGA events. And DJ has always been kind of a goofy, just like, I'm just a really good athlete that plays golf. Oh my God, you're gonna give me $125 million? I don't really give a shit where I play golf. I'll go play golf anywhere. You give me that money. That's the kind of guy DJ is. Justin Thomas wants to play the Memorial. Justin Thomas wants to play Bay Hill. Justin Thomas wants to play in the Players Championship.
Yeah, but we're early in this. We don't know if that's the case down the road.
That's
just the case now.
If it's that's the case now, you're right. If it jeopardizes their PGA Tour career, these guys, Rory, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, all these guys, they grow up PGA Tour. It's just like Tiger said. Tiger was, he talked about, I want to win majors and I like the prestige. I want to win prestigious events on the PGA Tour.
Well, that's easy for him to say from his ivory tower.
That's
a different ballgame.
It is, but I just think that it's sort of a snooty thing.
I say we table this issue and revisit it after they see DJ plays and then he's playing in PGA Tour events. How many other PGA Tour players go, oh, F that, I'm going to get my $125 million and I'm coming back and playing the PGA Tour.
So what if we
why didn't they already do it?
What if we cut the purse at Memorial?
It's the first one. Like,
what if we cut the purse at Memorial in half or a third of what it normally is? Let's cut the player's purse as a third. Are these guys really passing up millions because they want their PGA Tour badge? It could be. I'm not saying it's a ludicrous, out of this world deal, but they're still playing. There's still some money involved. They're still playing for significant amounts of money. It's not just because it's Memorial or that it's the players.
There is a gigantic Grand Canyon style crater between 30 million and 6 million on tour.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now,
and the $24 million difference is, I just want to play in these tournaments that I grew up watching.
That's the thing. Yeah, and Kyle, here's the thing, is the fields now that we see in the Memorial and in the Players and that kind of stuff, you can thank the Tigers and the Phils of the world that drove that needle up. Now DJ is driving that needle up through a different tour, through the Saudi. So they're like, wait, this dude just went and played for $125 million. The hell are you guys? I'm going over there.
They already could do that, though. They don't
want to be the first. That's the thing, is we're dealing with.
They don't have to be now.
What about Kevin Kisner? Kevin Kisner was like, hey, I'm never going to win any majors. I don't hit it far enough. Also, they pay a lot of money for 20th place.
Why? Yeah. He would seem like he would be a perfect.
Seems like he'd be perfect.
And I'm saying, let's give it 2 or 3 tournaments. We may see him in there.
But you also kind of wonder, like, Kevin Kisner probably doesn't like to travel any more than like 3 hours from
but it's done though, Ben. But it's done. Like it's done. You just
no,
said
it's not only this field.
DJ is in.
This is just this. Yeah, DJ's in this field. That's it.
The 48. They're only trying to get 48 guys
For this tournament. He hasn't committed
in general.
to the entire year.
I think it's in general.
No, he hasn't committed to the entire year.
He did not get
125.
Dustin Johnson did not get $125 million to play one tournament. He did not get $125 million to go play in London. He's committed to all 8. He's going to be in all 8 tournaments.
Are any of those 8 coinciding with any of the majors?
No, none of the majors. So those guys, so the guys on that list, those are the guys that are committed to the 8 tournament.
In other words, that's what I'm saying. Call me back whenever they start matching up and start going head to head against PGA, because the other guys are going to figure out I can make that kind of money too, still playing the majors, because you know what, they hadn't done anything to DJ and he's still playing. I'm jumping too.
But he's in. So
that's what I'm saying. He's in. It's number 1. Wait till number 2 and 3 and 4 come around and they realize that he has just jumped in and he's now playing in the British Open and he's playing in the US Open.
Didn't you just say like 5 seconds ago that you just said like 5 seconds ago, you felt like if DJ's in, it's because his lawyers already said they don't have anything, a leg to stand on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that they have figured out that he can still play on the PGA Tour and play in the Saudi Tour and get his money. And that's why he's doing it. I think they have figured out a loophole to screw the PGA Tour, and they're not going to have
You don't think he hadn't talked to somebody?
No, that's what I'm saying.
You don't think he hadn't told yet? You don't think he hadn't be like, "Hey, y'all, if you want to come, I know the loophole. I just got $125 million. But they just Venmo'd me $125 million. It's not my lawyer.
Yeah, Now he may, like he didn't leading up to it.
You're going to pay the 1% on that instant transfer?
Yeah, he kept it. Yeah, exactly.
No, he did the 3 to 5 days.
He kept it. He kept it all in house. I mean, he kept it all in house up until this point, because just 2 months ago he was saying, "I'm with the PGA Tour. I'm with the PGA Tour. I'm going to be with PGA. I love the PGA Tour." That's what he was doing 2 months ago, and now he has completely flipped. I'm telling you, give it a month and a half, 2 months down the road, I think we see more players jump because they realize DJ's not being punished as the PGA Tour said they would punish him. And they know that now they can go get their money just like he did and still play in PGA Tour events and majors. I promise you that's going to happen.
I mean, maybe so. I feel like that would already happen. And once DJ announced, they would have kicked some Richard Bland or whatever out like in a heartbeat if Kevin Kisner called and said, "Hey,
they still got 6 spots available."
They do have 6 spots available. One's going to be Phil. One's going to be Phil, so they got 5 left.
Oh,
yeah. What are we missing? Nate?
You're missing something huge, because there is a overwhelming, glaring lack of star power in those 42 names for as much money as is on the table. There's an X factor here that we don't know. Hopefully we'll find out soon.
And it could be the actual –
everything is not as it seems.
It could be the actual regime themselves.
The next major
the
Saudis. Next major is what? Open Championship? Is that right?
The U.S. Open's next.
It's the U.S. Open 2 weeks.
Oh, are you now an Open Championship guy? When I met you, you were a British Open guy. Now you're an Open Championship guy.
No, I'm a British Open guy. I get tired of hearing Kyle talk about how it's the Open.
You know what? I will never change what I believe in just because Kyle's going to bitch about it.
Wow.
You should take a stand. Have a backbone.
That's exactly what DJ is doing.
Sign your scorecard. DJ doesn't know what he's doing. He just says somebody's going to give him $100.
No. Paulina's like, you're not turning down the $125 million. You're going to apply.
DJ plays in the U.S. Open. You see more players jump to the Saudi Tour after that. I can promise you that.
You're going to get on that. Get on that. That's you. We're putting the stake in the sand right there. Ben says, if DJ comes back and plays in the U.S. Open, the Liv Tour will absolutely take over. It will just
not take over. I'm just saying you will see better fields in the Liv Tour once they realize, oh, shit, they let him play in the U.S. Open. Now I'm going to go get my money. And
is that the X factor is fear? Is it like, well, the PGA Tour won't take me back?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, though. What if the top 48 dudes make themselves a little union? The tour is screwed.
Y'all know Bryson was in on this. Like, he was doing this thing.
Yeah, he just sucked and got hurt.
No, Bryson was doing this thing until Phil.
I think he got spooked.
Bryson was doing this thing until Phil did his deal. And then they said people started sending him money back. Like, there's something there. I mean, is it the threat of, I mean, who does DJ lose all his sponsors? We know he lost was it RBC?
Yeah.
He lost that one. I'm sure he lost some other sponsors. What's the net win there? If you have what is he making sponsorships?
Well, we just know right there that he ain't making 125 million from RBC. We know that.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's something there. There's something a little bit more serious, and it'll come out. I can't quite pinpoint it. I'm like Nate, because I still say if DJ goes, then everybody. I mean, there should be so many. I mean, DJ's arguably the most, I would say, one of the top 3 most recognizable golfers in the world. Top 3 easily, maybe top 2. And for him to go over there, I mean, you're like, man, surely the PGA Tour can't just keep him away. I mean, he's one of the best. So.
I said it. Mark it down. He comes back, plays in the U.S. Open. You see more players jump.
Okay. What do you think, Nate?
I just think that if you wanted the money, I would have taken those top 48 guys in the world and get a little group text going with 40 or 7 other dudes and be like, hey, we're all going to the Liv Tour. And
this is why.
And then if the PGA Tour is like, wait, but okay, sit down. This is how the tour's gonna be run now. Oh, you don't like that? Okay, we're all going to the Liv Tour, and we get as much money as we want.
Yeah.
You introduce a little anarchy.
Yes.
The people have power. But if you are a little scared little B word, then that's why the tour owns you, because you don't own yourself.
Yep.
Own yourself, stand up, make a pact with people. The greatest revolutions in the world, this country was founded on people being fearless and standing up to oppression. And the PGA Tour oppression right now.
Don't use the word oppression. Don't use the word oppression.
I'm so sick of it.
And talk about the Liv Tour. I don't think that's a good word.
Probably bad choice of words.
But no, I mean, I'm with you.
How's Charlie Hoffman on the field? I thought for sure Charlie Hoffman was going to.
That just like screamed Charlie Hoffman.
They don't take mullets,
dude. How is Kevin Kisner? You naming Kevin Kisner? I mean, he just seems like Duffner. I mean, Ricky Fowler,
Daddy, Ricky Fowler,
Anthony Kim. Yes. Anthony Kim turned him down, guys.
Yes.
We don't know that.
Where's Y.E. Yang?
We don't know that. We don't know that Anthony Kim turned him down.
I'm joking. I just made that up.
Who's the dude who won the Masters who sucks? Where's Danny Willett?
Danny Willett.
Where the hell is Danny Willett on that list? What's he scared he's going to get kicked out of the tour?
Yeah, his brother told him not to.
I mean, these guys.
We got two Masters winners. No, more than that. We got 1, 2. We got 3 with Sergio.
Sergio and
Charles Schwartzel.
2011.
Schwartzel. That's hard to say. Mm-hmm. And then Phil eventually, when Phil goes in, because we know that's happening.
Charles Schwartzel, he played in the Charles Schwab tournament.
Did he?
Say that 5 times fast. Schwartzel played in Schwab. No, so do it, or you're nothing.
Not do it. Not nothing.
Let me tell you what you should do 5 times fast. Let me tell you right now what you need to do 5 times fast. That is go to bluetees.com.
Go to bluetees.com. Go to bluetees.com. Go to bluetees.com.
Right now, as fast as you can, check out their Series 3 rangefinder, infrared, buzz lock on, toggle on, slope off, on and off. Use coupon code DADBOD. Take 10% off your order. They got Bluetooth speakers. Ours just came in today. I played with it today. I got side by side on nearly every shot with the top of the line Bushnell, $500-$600 Bushnell. And when I say it's not even, you know how you have stuff, you're like, it's within 2 yards of a TrackMan. No, this son of a gun is dead on every single time. I love the lock on. I've never had one that like locked on. I haven't had one of those yet. I really like it. Makes you feel confident to really hit it. And yeah, I mean, it's great. Bluetees.com. We got the Navy one. We'll start doing some videos with it and stuff like that. Use coupon code DADBOD, take 10% off your order.
I'm getting the pink for Father's
Ben's
Day.
getting the pink for Father's Day. They got a jet black one too. They got everything. Check them out, bluetees.com.
And use the promo code.
Promo code DADBOD, 10% off.
Is it Dadbod or Dadbod Golf Pod?
Just Dadbod.
Dadbod.
Yep, I made it. So I know.
Dadbod.
All right. Anything else that we can take away from the Liv Tour? Still a lot of little wait and see until
not without coming through the screen and choking you. Nope.
No. When is the first event? When is the first Liv
next
Tour?
week, isn't it?
It's the
week before the US
Heritage.
Open. Yeah, it's a June event. It's the week before the US
Also,
Open.
the first event takes is the opposite of the RBC Heritage, which DJ used to be an RBC Heritage ambassador.
That's crazy.
You think he had like a coupon code for bank account?
He
get an extra 5% on your savings account by using code Nose Beers.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Nose beer.
Goodness gracious.
June 9th and 11th. Yeah, that's next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend.
And
he
then
and Lee Westwood.
And then they come
also
to
RBC guy.
Then they come
Not
to
anymore.
America to play Pumpkin Ridge in Portland. How about that?
Hey, let's get on 5 times fast on that one.
Get you 5 times.
Pumpkin Ridge in Portland.
Pumpkin Ridge in Portland.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, Ben, you were almost at 1.5.
Yeah, I know.
So did anybody? All right, let's move on. We've kind of beat this one dead. Did anybody watch the match?
Yes.
No, didn't even realize it was happening.
Had no idea it was on.
I watched it.
No
It
clue.
was absolutely atrocious. I'm glad the two of you did not watch it. There's a reason I didn't text you because I was like, if I have not heard from them by now, they are not watching it.
I think, we've
It
had
was
episodes on
absolutely.
this.
You had 4 guys that are easily 20 plus handicaps playing golf. It was not a good.
It was that bad? They were that bad?
Yes, it was brutal.
It would be fun to watch in person, but golf on TV is only good if you're watching good golf.
Charles Barkley had the line of the night. It was like, these football guys should have brought some helmets out here because they're going to kill somebody.
Nice.
And
I saw Aaron Rodgers drove a par 4. It must have been short, or must have been.
It was no. There were some good shots. There were just way more bad shots. They got 4 mulligans apiece, and they all used them.
They got 4 mulligans
That's
apiece.
atrocious.
Yes.
They all used them.
They used them, and for the most part, I only saw one that I think counted because I think they need to do away with that mulligan system on the match because they're like, yeah, you can take a mulligan, and then they would hit it in the water, and they're like, oh, so you just play your first ball. I'm like, nope, that's not how that works. You need to go ahead and play that mulligan, bub.
You have to. That's the rule.
Yeah, not on TNT's match.
The match.
No,
That's dumb.
not the way
That's
they
dumb.
do that.
So they played the 12-hole thing, the really dumb 12-hole thing again.
Yes,
same
12
course,
holes.
win Las Vegas.
12 holes, and it took like 16 hours to play. So I'm so glad they only played 12. Probably should have played 8, maybe 8.
Gracious.
Been good.
Just in case you guys are looking for our live bet right now, Steph Curry had 21 points in the first quarter.
Good.
So if you slap that over button, then congrats.
And you know what?
Good
I'm taking
Lord.
the under from here on out from him. I don't think he puts in 21 per quarter after that.
No, but he's putting up 50 tonight. No problemo.
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
no, yeah.
Steph, he's amazing. All right. So moving on from the match because it was uneventful. I had no idea it was even on.
You
There
know
were
the
some
best part
people.
of it? Like,
what
you know
did
the best. You know the best part about the match, Kyle.
What?
They
What?
called it questions with quarterbacks afterwards, where Ernie Johnson sat down with them and questioned them on like their careers and that kind of stuff. That was better than the match. Them kind of stepping out of their comfort zone and talking football and talking how they got that. That was way better than what the golf was that was displayed.
Here's my question. I saw some people upset on Twitter that
No.
that the match overshadowed something to do with women's golf. Do we have any idea what that was? It was on a Wednesday night. So was there like opening ceremonies for something I have no idea.
The U.S. Women's Open opened today, so that wouldn't have affected it. And the women's golf championship in college was last weekend, so that wouldn't have, I don't know what that would have affected.
I mean,
Gus
if it would affected anything, it affected the national championship of the men's golf championship. They played yesterday,
and women watched that. So there
I don't know. I thought I'm pretty sure I saw some. It's the same characters that always think everything's,
U.S. Open the women's U.S. Open kicked off today. Amateur leading. She's a LSU player.
Cool.
Wow.
Did you see Hideki Matsuyama got DQ'd for having white out on his 3-wood?
Did you see his club?
Yeah.
Have you seen the picture of the club?
It's got white out.
Yeah. How does he not think that that's legal? Like, what are you doing?
Or just ask somebody.
Like, he should have looked at me and said, "Hey, can my guy do this? Because it looks like shit." So I'm not real sure if my guy.
They asked him on the first screen. They're like, "Hey, like if you haven't used it yet, you're fine. You're good." And he's like, "Nope, teed off with it." Man, he was DQ'd from the entire tournament. The absolute moment he made impact on the first tee box.
And here's the funny thing. He was 6 over after 4, so he probably needed to be DQ'd.
He was like, 3 over after 9. But yeah, I don't know if he was, headed for a big, made cut or anything. But
what is he doing with this? What is that? What does that do?
Something.
He said it was an alignment guide. I don't know how you see the face of your club to align. I don't know why you don't do that through the top or through. And that's the thing is even the PGA Tour official came through in the article that I read, and he said, if you were to put this on the top to align your ball, no issue. But with you putting it on the face, even though you say it's for alignment, you can't do that. Like you can't put it on the face. You have to do it on the top or the bottom.
Yeah, I don't get what he's trying to achieve here. And then honestly, it looks like a half-ass paint job too. It looks like my son did it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It looked terrible.
Dude,
yeah.
Bub doesn't do anything half-ass.
That's true.
Bub goes into life full-assed.
He just does it whole-assed. Yeah, you're right. He
does.
But this is terrible. Like, somebody tell me what he's trying to achieve here, what this is supposed to help. I know sometimes people leave.
Well, I don't know because he got it painted and then he doubled the first, so apparently it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean sometimes they leave
that ball right in the water.
They accidentally leave those stickers on that the launch monitor picks up. Maybe is this something to do with that?
No, he said it was total alignment.
Where the ball goes on the
He said it was total alignment. That's what he's been practicing with. His club guy does that for him with his practice woods. That's what he's been doing. And
well, then that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it is. It's stupid.
I'm not a big rules guy. I'm not a big I like rules guy.
Yeah, we learned that last episode.
I'm not a huge I like rules guy, but I mean that's just dumb to me.
Take a hole in one on a breakfast ball, whatever.
Nate, would you count a hole in one on a breakfast ball with a disclaimer?
That's a no.
So it's a no.
No, that's a no. That's part of negotiation process 101.
You have an opening
right there.
You come up. You have an opening par 3. You have an open par 3. I don't know. Maybe there's some out there. There's got to be open par 3s out there.
Yeah, Winston County.
You hit a breakfast ball, and the breakfast ball goes in. What do you call that when people ask you?
That's going to be a tough one. I mean, that's a bad position to be. It's just a truly bad position to be because you have to tell people. You can't live with yourself. Just be like, yeah, I got a hole in one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
but it's the first hole. A breakfast ball is within the normal operating procedure for all Thursday 2 and 2s across America. So that's a tough one. I mean,
don't you disappoint? Before you answer this, do not disappoint me, Nathaniel.
It is worse than making one by yourself. I'll say that.
I think so too.
Wow, which is Kyle has done. We hear.
I just think that you have to you claim it with a disclaimer every single time.
Okay, I'm with
do you have a hole in one? I said, well, because it's actually a better story in a way.
It's a great story. That's what I said.
Yeah,
like
it'll absolutely eat you alive inside. Forever.
Okay.
Because what if that's your only one?
Okay.
If you have another one, it's fine.
Wait a second. Forget the disclaimer.
If it's your only one. Now, for you, Kyle, people are going to start questioning your,
But typically, people will have at least seen this one.
Okay, yeah.
You don't hit breakfast balls by yourself.
Forget that. Forget the disclaimer. Forget all that bullshit that Kyle wants to throw out there. Yes or no, do you have a hole in one? If that's your only hole in one and it was off a breakfast ball, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
You lying sacks of shit.
Yes.
I'm so disappointed in both of you. I am so upset.
Let me
Yes.
give
You two should be so ashamed of yourselves.
Yes, you have a hole.
No.
Let
You
me
said
give you
no.
an even. Let me give you an even worse.
No,
scenario.
it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no.
I'm talking
would
about.
never
I'm
say
just
no.
going in a different direction here. You plan a scramble, right? 4-man scramble. You buy the package because everybody buys the package whether they pay for it or not. 3 mulligans and 2 throws and 1 putt for the $500 TV.
Yeah.
I've had to use it on a par 3 before just because the whole team missed the green on a par 3. It's like, no, we can't do that. Mulligan, scramble, par 3, middle of the golf course, hole in one. That's worse than the breakfast ball.
That is worse than the breakfast ball.
That's like a nightmare.
I would say a regular hole in one.
And a scramble would be a tough one too. It's
It'd
not
be
quite as
nightmarish,
bad.
but I would say on the tee box, you're playing your own ball. You teed it up. I'm gonna say that's better than a breakfast ball hole in one is a scramble.
Yeah, very little bit.
I'm so disappointed.
But what if you're like the random dude who's doing
now?
celebrity shots and you've hit like 40 shots on that par 3 that day?
There is no way on this planet Earth, if that were to happen to you and someone asked you if you hit a hole in one, you would simply say no. There is no way.
No, that's the scenario I'm giving you. It's a yes or no question. Yes or no.
But hole in ones are
say
never
no.
just yes or no
I would
questions.
say no. I would say no. If I hit it on a breakfast ball, it's a firm no.
Hole in
you
ones are
wouldn't.
never just yes or no questions. It's not like, Kyle, do you have a hole in one? And Kyle said yes. I'm like, okay, cool. Also, what's your favorite color? I'm like, no.
No, that's the thing.
What hole? How many yards? What club?
If you
Who
say
was watching?
yes,
How many times did you black out afterwards?
that's the thing. Is if you say yes, you've changed the rules. If you say no, nobody continues to say. Just say no. Just say no. I haven't. Because you know why? Because you didn't. Because you did it on a mulligan.
Yeah, but you did.
No, it's bullshit. You can't.
You hit one shot and it went in the hole. That's
no. You hit 2 shots and went in the hole. Your first one went in the damn water.
So are we just not counting any breakfast ball now? Like,
yeah, that's where I was taking this, Nate. Okay, Ben plays in a group. Ben plays in this magical group that they don't. Number one,
magical. You played in it.
Number one's just not a part of a bet because if you take a breakfast ball and you make a birdie. Oh, you can't win on that, even though everybody else in the group can take a breakfast ball.
My member guest partner,
Nate, we play where we pay on birdies and eagles. And on number one, like it saw, opening hole is a par 5.
Yeah.
If you go ahead and you get yourself an eagle on the par 5 after you put your first one in the left water, you can write down the eagle. You're not getting any money. That's not happening.
So why not just eliminate the breakfast ball?
I mean, exactly. To play, I mean, what's the point of the breakfast ball? What's the point of it?
Why are you taking one?
Because it's an option. You take them, man. You're acting like you don't take breakfast balls. And
I take them, but I'm not counting. And I told you how many. Nate, how many eagles have you had in your life?
5 to 7.
How many hole in ones have you had in your life?
That's not what we're talking about.
No, it is.
No,
exactly.
Exactly.
So you're going to talk about the hole in one more when you finally get one. And if you do it the wrong way, you're going to feel bad about admitting the fact that you have a hole in one.
I feel
when you
not
took
bad.
2 shots
to
get
something.
1 score.
Let me tell you something. I don't check up, feel bad at all. And my hole in one was by myself. I have no problems telling it. I'm not embarrassed. It sucks, but it's fine. I have that experience, and it is what it is. It is what it is. If you can't count, if we're taking breakfast balls, we're taking breakfast balls. The score is the score. The score is the score.
You're ranking. You're
diminishing
what
we're talking about a bet. We're talking about the bet, Ben.
You're diminishing what a hole in one is compared to any other score that you have on your scorecard.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Not in the least.
Yes, you are.
I'm not in the least because a score.
You're still disclaiming it.
A score is a score. You're just saying that. Oh, I can write it down, but we don't pay on it. So what's Ben? What's the point of taking them?
If we're playing SOG, you and me in the Magic group, and I take a breakfast ball and make par, and you make bogey without a breakfast ball, do I still not win any money because I made par?
Or what if
on
you
the
made a
hole?
bogey with a breakfast
because
ball?
because you're part of it, make any money. All we play with my group, we play $5 birdies, $10 eagles, and then
Okay,
hole in one's
the game is
going to
match
play
play.
50. Hole in
Okay.
one's going to play $50.
You don't even
Okay, the
play a
game is
Thursday
match
2 and
play.
2. What the hell?
The game is match play. The game is match play. And I take a breakfast ball, I make a 4. You take a breakfast ball, you make a 5. You're telling me you wouldn't pay me on that hole because I made a 4 on a breakfast ball and I beat you.
What if two guys?
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard
if-
of, Ben.
What if two guys both make?
You just said, I'm
birdies
sorry.
with
I'm
breakfast
sorry. I'm
balls?
sorry. Repeat that. You said we do what now? You play
Okay. You play a breakfast ball, you make a 5. I play a breakfast ball, I make a 4. I don't win that hole.
you win
They
the
don't-
hole. You don't win any money.
But you don't win
You
any
get
money
paid-
anyway, right? Because you guys don't pay money for winning the hole. You just pay money for birdies.
Yeah,
and
we're
eagles?
paying for birdies and eagles.
Okay, so here's the issue: is that you have a dumb bet.
That's a stupid game. That is a dumb game. That is
You
a dumb game.
have a bad bet.
I'm not the one willing to take a hole in one or a breakfast ball. So who's got the
That-
dumb bet?
that
Whatever. I don't want to hear it.
That,
I mean, you guys, you know what? F it. Let's take 3 breakfast balls. One of them goes in. Fuck it. I got a hole in one.
wow. We're gonna bleep that. We're gonna bleep that out. No, I still don't get where I just
a bottle in. It was bound to happen.
it was bound to happen. It was bound to
The
happen.
best part was that 5 seconds before that he said "F it." Within 5 seconds, he went from deciding to censor himself to just full blown.
He got fully rustled and he had to just say it.
I just didn't think that out of all the topics in 185 episodes, that breakfast balls was gonna make you drop the F-bomb.
Yes. Ben, let me tell you what. We play together and it's a match and you take a breakfast ball, you're gonna add a stroke to it or something. You're not
I'm
allowed
gonna tell
to.
you right now, if we play together and you take a breakfast ball and you hit a hole in one on that breakfast ball,
I'm writing down a 1.
And I hear you tell that story in front of anybody, we're wrestling on the ground at that point.
I will tell the story as, hey, this is crazy. I hit a hole in one on a breakfast ball.
And I'm like, no, he didn't. That line second.
No, but I did. But I would have. You're crazy. I took a breakfast ball and hit a hole in one on the second one. It's crazy.
No, he didn't hit a hole in one. You know what he did? He hit it in the hole on his breakfast ball. That's what he did for
It's
3.
a hole in one on a breakfast
Hey,
ball.
but here's the thing:
And I wrote down a 1.
would you sign your scorecard for a 1?
Yes, he would. That's the
100%.
thing. Thank you, Nate.
100%.
Thank you, Nate.
I will never sign a scorecard. Not even if there's a fire. No,
Yeah, because what would the cameras say? What would the video cameras see?
I don't play in.
everything's on
I don't play
what?
into video
You-
games.
Okay, well, neither does
When-
Grayson Huff, who got disqualified the other day.
Exactly.
His round
I've
wasn't
seen
on TV,
bullshit.
so I don't want to hear that shit.
You and Grayson and Hideki can all sit in the corner together because you've all 3 been DQ'd.
Why
No,
am I getting DQ'd?
we're not in a PGA event. We're not in a PGA. This is getting off the rails. So I'm just ready to just go home. I'm just ready to end
Hey,
it.
Ben,
I'm ready to stop
we
talking.
at
now.
my club we play this game where like if you win the hole, it's $2 or whatever the amount is, and then at birdie is $2, and you
extra.
can make an eagle $4 and so on and so forth. But if you want me to like send it to you,
No,
I
I think
can't.
that's crazy because if we make a birdie, you get $5. So you can still
Right.
make more money doing the game that we play.
So-
whatever.
No, you can't because y'all
well,
are making
do you
a bunch
guys
of
have?
birdies.
Do you guys play no max press? Do you guys do no max press? Can you
No.
press it to $10 for birdies and
How many
$10 for
how many
eagles?
birdies are there that like in general and around? Like 4, 5?
Between the 4 of us, yeah, probably 3 to 5ish.
So
Crazy money.
so nobody makes any money. Nobody makes any money unless
How
one-
many times?
What
are you
if
guys
everybody
tying
makes
around?
one birdie? Like wow!
Like
I
I
tell you
played
what,
with y'all's group.
tell you what,
Like
you know what,
never,
boys,
I've
let's
never
just all
made
buy
over,
each other
I've
out
made
there.
over $20. That's the thing. And with my group, I've never lost over $20. Like it still evens out.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've paid out a bunch in that 2-2 game.
I won $720 one time.
Not with me as your partner. That's your problem.
Yeah, maybe it is. We're gonna remedy that next week, hopefully. So
Ooh, I'm in.
you're in. We're gonna go.
He's
we're gonna
already
go,
in.
Go try
No,
to play.
seriously, I'm in.
Go try to
Well,
play some. We're gonna try to play somewhere fun. I'm not 100%
Yes.
sure yet, but
I'm in.
All right, guys. That was a great Friday episode. It was everything that I dreamed of, and a lot of I wish I could forget.
I don't like the two of you, but I love both of you.
I appreciate y'all jumping in. That was awesome. Awesome. We'll be back on Monday. There's no holidays. Nate may or may not be here. Just to see. Sometimes the scheduling, surprises him. So he may or may not be here. It's going to be fun, though. Let's see how this Liv Tour thing plays out over the weekend. It's going to be talked about ad nauseum. So we're going to hopefully learn a lot more.
Ad nauseum, like your face.
Oh,
it's those Wednesdays that sneak up on him.
Hey, I saw Top Gun for the first time, the original one.
Now you're ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, he is.
Now you're ready. How old are you?
He and I are going to go to the
36
movies this weekend.
It came out the year I was born. And
you guys are going to the movies this weekend?
Yeah, we're going to go. I'm going to take Kyle to the movies this weekend. I'm going to make him watch Top Gun 2.
It's called Top Gun Maverick. It's not called Top Gun 2. But
what was it?
I've already seen it.
Is it awesome?
I know. Yeah, you didn't invite either one of us. Kyle, did you?
I went with my wife.
Kyle, did you get invited?
Nope.
Well, when I saw it, Kyle hadn't even seen the first.
We have wives.
I just finished it last night.
Maybe.
Let's get out of here. Let's get the heck out of here, guys. Happy Friday.
Top Gun 2.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Bet Online, Dadbods Golf Pod.
Always struggle.